Question number 8, part A. Write down an irrational number which has value between 4 and 5. So we need to find a number between 4 and 5. So what is 4? 4 can also be written as square root of 16. And 5 can be written as square root of 25. So that's a trick. So any square root between those two numbers is an irrational value. So I can write square root of 17, square root of 18, up to square root of 24. It will be an irrational number. So I can just choose anything. So I will go with square root of 17 as my irrational number. Okay, now moving on to part B. Kofi is using number cards to form a 5-digit number. So we have the 4-digit already. We just need to find the last one. His number is a multiple of 8. So what does it mean? It means that his number is divisible by 8. So what is this last number? So let's do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't know what the last number is, but it is divisible by 8. Let's divide by 8. So 8, so that will be 0. 12, we have 1. Remaining will be 4. So 6 times, so we have 5 times 8, 40. 3 is remaining, will be up to here. And then we have 8 times 4 will be 32, and 2 will be going on this way. So for 2, what number we have? We need to have here so that it is divisible by 8. So we have to have, so let's say we do 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 3 is 24. We have 2, 4. So that it is divisible by 8. So the number we have to use is 4. That is the number we have to put as the last digit. Question number 9. In the diagram, we have AFGB, BGDC, and FEDG are parallelograms. EF and BA are produced meet at H, this point. So we are given that BGF is 130, this angle, and DGF is 120. The first question is we have to find BGD. So BGD is this angle. So that's very easy. We have to do 360 minus 120 minus 130. So that will be 0, 1, 1. This angle will be 110. Okay. So when we deal with parallelograms, we have to use a rule. So let's say we have this parallelogram on this side. These two sides are parallel. These two sides are parallel. And we have A, B, C, D. This is angle A. This is angle B. So the first rule of the parallel is that the opposite angles is the same. If this is A, this will be A. If this is B, this will be B. And the sum of these two angles, so A plus B, will be 180. So we have to use these two rules and solve these angles on the diagram. So the first one we have BGD already, that will be 110. Okay, moving on to part 2, we have to find the angle ABG. So ABG, this angle. So we see that the angle here and the angle here, that will be BA. So A plus B will be 180. So we have 130. So we know that 130 plus the angle ABG will be 180. So ABG is 180 minus 130. That will be 50. So that's 50. And as you can see here, opposite angles are the same. So if this is 50 and this is also 50, And the same here as well. So 130, that will be 130 as well. If this is 120, that will be 120 as well. And if this is 120, this will be what? This will be 180 minus 120, that will be 60. Okay, so now moving on to the next part. We have find HFG. So HFG, so we have to find this big angle. So we know that the inside of the angle is 50, but we know this whole angle is 180. So 180 minus 50 minus 60, that is 180 minus 110, that will be 70. The angle inside is 70. So this big angle is 70 plus 50, that will be 120. So angle HFG is 120. So HFG, 70 plus 50. So now the last question is we have to find angle FHA. FHA, this angle. So we can find this angle first because as you can see, this is a straight line and the sum of these two angles will be 180. So what is this angle? This angle is 180 minus 130, it will be 50. So we know that this is a triangle and we have 70, 50, and this angle will be 180 minus this two. So 180 minus 70 minus 50, it will be 60. So this angle is 60. So the last part is FHA is 60 degrees. Question number 10. The diagram shows a closed box. The box is a cuboid. Okay, so how many sides do we have on this cuboid? We have 1, 2, top, bottom, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the sides. So we have 6 sides in total. Okay, the question is on the grid below, complete and accurate drawing of the net of the box. So we can see that we have been given 3 sides of the box. So we have to draw the remaining 3 sides. So to know which sides have been given to us, we have to count the length and width of the sides. So what's the length of this one? So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 as well. And 1, 2, that's 2, and 2. Right. So we have been given, from what I can see, we have been given the bottom of the cuboid and the 2 side, because 4 here and it's 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have been given this side, and the bottom of the cuboid. So we have to draw this side and the back side. So this side is 3 as well. So we have to count the height. So this is 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we have the other side as well at the bottom or top. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, we just gotta join them. So now we have 5 sides of the cuboid. We have 1 more side left. So that will be the top of the cuboid. So the top of the cuboid has length of 4 and side of 2. Right. So the length is 4, right, and side of 2. 1, 2. It's a rectangle, so it has 2 by 4 rectangle. So that's the last shape of this net. So to double check, we always can count the number of sides that we receive on this drawing. So here in total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. On top we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So 4, 5, 6. So in total we have 6 sides on the cuboid and 6 sides on the drawing, so it is good. Question number 11, we have n is equal to 4 times 10 to the power of 5. Giving you answers in standard form, find a n square. So n square is 4 times 10 to the power of 5 square. So it will be 4 to the power of 2 times 10, 5 times 2. That will be 16 times 10 to the power of 10, which is 1.6 times 10 to the power of 11. That will be your answer in standard form. Okay, the next one will be 1 divided by n. So it will be 1 divided by n, and it's 4 times 10 to the power of 5. So that is equal to, so that can be rewritten as 1 over 4 times 1 over 10 power 5. So 1 divided by 4 will be 0.25 times 10 to the power of minus 5. So we have to move one decimal place. It will be 2.5 times 10 to the power of minus 6. And that will be your answer. Question number 12. By writing each number correct to one significant figure, calculate an estimate for the value. So when they say an estimate, it means we don't need to have the exact answer. We just need to find something close to the exact value. So write everything down to one significant figure. So we have three numbers. The first number is 614.2. So correct to one significant figure, that will be 600. So 0.0304, that will be 0.03. 19.88, that will be 20. So we place back in the fraction. So we have 600 times 0.03 divided by 20. Now 0 divided by 2 will be 30. So we have 30 multiplied by 0.03. So we first do this one. So 30 multiplied by 3 is 90. And we have two decimal places. We have 1, 2. So that is your answer. 0.90 is the estimation for this fraction. Question number 13. The length of times of telephone calls made by Ellie during 1 week are summarized in the table below. So we have the time in minutes and frequency, which is the number of times, number of calls basically she made in that week. Okay, so let's first find out the difference. So this time range, we have 10 for this 10 minus 0. 20 minus 10 will be 10 as well. 25 minus 20 will be 5. 30 minus 25 is 5. And 50 minus 30 is 20. So as you can see, question number 1 is we have to have the frequency density. So what is a frequency density? Frequency density is equal to, so frequency density is equal to the frequency divided by the range. Sorry, frequency is F, right? So let's find out the frequency density of each range. So this one will be 10 divided by 10, which is 1. 1.5 divided by 10, which is 1.5. And we have 10 divided by 5 will be 2. 12 divided by 5. Let's do it that way, because some may find this tricky. I'm not too sure. So divide by 2 will be 2, 0, 2, 2.4. Right. And then for the last part, we have 16 divided by 20. So 20, 16 divided by 4 is 4, 5, 0.8. So that's the last. So frequency density, we have 1, 1.5, 2, 2.4, 0.8. So now we have to draw the histogram to illustrate the distribution of these times. So let's do one by one. So for this first range, we have the range come from 0 to 10, and the density is 1. Okay, so 0 to 10, the frequency is 1. So we draw a histogram. So let's connect this line to this line to that, and that's it. That's the first section. And then the next part is the frequency density is 1.5 and the range is from 10 to 20. Okay, so we have 10 to 20 and it is 1.5. So we have 1.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. So 1.5 and 1.5. Wait, that's the range, 10 to 20, and the density is 1.5. And similarly, you will do for the rest as well, the same way. So we have 20, 25, so 20 to 25, and the density is 2. 2 will be up here. Okay. And then we're drawing it back the line. And then the next one we have 25 to 30. So 25 to 30. And the density is 2.4. We have 2. Put 1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 2.4. There we go. Okay, and we have the last one, which will be from 30 to 50. That will be the rest. And then the density is 0.8. So we have 1 here. So we go down, 2 will be 0.8. And we just have to go on the line to have the histogram for this question. Okay, and that's it. That's the histogram for this information. Question number 14, part A. Evaluate this and that. So anything power 0 is 1, and then minus. So we take the 2 in, will be 1 power 2 over 3 power 2. That will be 1 minus 1 over 9. 1 is 9 over 9 minus 1 over 9. That will be 8 over 9. And that is your answer, 8 over 9. Okay, moving on to part B. Simplify this fraction and we have a power of minus 3. So first thing we need to make this power positive, and we flip the side inside. So we take x6 on top and 27 on the bottom, and the sign has been changed to a positive sign. So once we do that, we can bring this in. So x6, let's say power 1/3, and then we have 27 power 1/3. So this we can directly multiply. 6 multiplied by 1 over 3, that will be x2. And then for 27, we know that 27 is 3 to the power 3. So that will be 3 times 1 over 3. So x squared over, so 3 times 1 over 3 is 1, so it becomes 3. So your answer is x squared over 3.